What's up guys, Idahomi here. Today I'm going to be going through and doing a trailer reaction for the new Destiny Season of Dawn. Season of the Dawn? Season of Dawn. And I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. I've been looking forward to how these new seasons were going to transition ever since before Shadowkeep came out, when Luke Smith came out with that director's cut. And basically went through and explained that he wanted Destiny 2 to turn into more of an evolving world. So when a season ended, there would be some kind of a cutscene or something that you would definitely know that there's a transition to a different part in the world is changing. I'm super excited to see what they do with this, and I'll get into it. I'm going to be posting a video here next week with my full review on what I thought about Season of the Undying and Shadowkeep, because if I'm being honest, I wasn't impressed. Shadowkeep was okay. I'd honestly wouldn't rate it very high. Anyway, if you're interested in hearing about that, the video is going to be coming out next week. I did not like Season of the Undying at all. I thought that it was very small, and so I'm hoping that that was just maybe because they were coming up with Shadowkeep and Season of the Undying at the same time, so they didn't put as much effort into Undying. And I hope that they put a little bit more into Season of the Dawn, because I love Destiny. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Let's go ahead, let's check out this trailer, and then we can discuss it after.
You've been busy, Guardian.
Osiris?
When you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Now
What?
time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion. They intend to write a new history, a new ending to the Red War.
Who is that?
If you're willing to help, you'll need to walk the corridors of time. And you'll need my sundial to do it. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. I failed to help him, and his death remains my greatest regret.
No. Oh, Saint 14?
They call me the greatest Titan who ever lived.
What?
You fight like a caged animal.
Was that a headbutt? Rusted lance?
Down. Why, your light is savage. What? Seven column.
What the heck was that?
Bring the sky down upon them.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to go from there. I mean, seriously, Bungie is a master of going through and getting people hyped for their next season. That one, I didn't know where they were going. I was trying to think of what they could do with Dawn, and I was hoping and praying that they would do something, that they would hopefully revisit Mercury. Because I was not one of those dudes or one of those people that was a hater of Curse of Osiris. Was it the best? No, it wasn't. I don't think any of us will agree with that, but I think it was a lot better than what it gives credit for. I thought the aesthetics of Mercury, how it looked, how the future and how the past looked, how they went through and did that was amazing. Osiris, I think, looked great. The little bit that they did with Saint 14 was pretty cool as well. They just didn't dive deep enough. And I feel like Bungie's doing a better job now of diving deeper into the lore and actually going and exploring those situations. But I did not think that Saint 14 was going to come back. And I don't know who that creature was. You know what? Let's just go through. Let's watch it one more time. And we'll pause it and we'll break down what we see. Because there was a couple parts that...
You've been busy, Guardian. you slew the Undying Mind, you changed the course of history. Now time is broken on Mercury, fractured by the Legion. They intend to write a new history.
So I saw this guy, and I've seen him before, and I'm not quite sure where. Either in some art that came out before Destiny 2, or maybe it's one of the statues that you see inside of the Leviathan. But the Red Legion is going through and is going to be a main player in this again. Interesting. This new enemy type obviously looks pretty cool.
New ending to the Red War.
A new ending to the Red War. Sorry, I'm going to keep pausing just because, first of all, let's just say this armor is sick. That Titan armor looks amazing. A new ending to the Red War. So maybe we'll be able to explore a timeline where we lose the Red War and Gaul is ruling over and he's empowered by the light. Maybe.
If you're willing to help.
So it's pretty cool. They all kind of have the aesthetic of that Perfect Paradox shotgun that Saint 14 uses. This looks like obviously a little grenade launcher here, but even the armor, the color scheme, the angles of the armor, the angle of the gun, it looks a lot like Perfect Paradox.
You'll need to walk the corridors of time. And you'll need my sundial to do it. I built it so that an ally of mine could cheat death. I failed to help him, and his death.
That was one of the coolest parts of Curse of Osiris, was actually going into his tomb, and you can see all the Vex just around the outside of all the Vex he's destroyed and his floating body there. And I think we're going to have to go through and talk to Bife about this, but I thought I heard or read somewhere that Saint 14, he was so successful in killing the Vex that they were actually impressed by him so much that they built this altar for him. So this isn't something that a Guardian did. It's actually something that the Vex did to honor him because of how powerful of a warrior he was.
Death remains my greatest regret.
Do you think Perfect Paradox is going to be an exotic? I hope so. I love that shotgun. I still use it to this day. I think it's kind of one of the most underrated weapons right now in the meta. It's such a great one. I mean, you've got Threat Detector right now, which is if you can get a god roll of that, it's unreal. But this is such a good secondary shotgun for that primary slot.
Call me the greatest Titan who ever lived.
Okay, hold on. So watch this. It looks like this Warlock, this may be a part of the new class changes that they've come out with for the Solar class, because it looks like he holds up his grenade and he lets it go and 3 bursts of flame come out. Right there, see that? Guess we'll see how powerful that is. Let's talk about this really quick, this new 6-player activity. Going back and talking about Season of the Undying, I thought the Black Garden, the Vex Invasion, the Vex Offensive, I thought that was so boring. I thought it was one of the most least creative. It looked beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was one of the least creative events that I feel like Bungie has made. They had done so good with Escalation Protocol, was such an amazing event. For as much hate as the Blind Well gets, I didn't mind that one. I thought that it was fun. If someone said, hey, Zach, I need you to come and help me with this, I would easily go and jump in and help them out. I'm trying to think. The Menagerie was amazing. How they rotated bosses at the end, how it changed every time, how they did the loot system. It was incredible. I loved the Menagerie. And then you got into Season of the Undying, and I did not like the Vex Offensive, the Vex Invasion. I just thought it was so boring. Sure, it dropped a bunch of loot, and the loot was okay depending on the role, but it was so boring compared to what they've done in the past. I really hope they've sat down and looked at what we like, and they've made adjustments so that this 6-player activity is a little bit more engaging, similar to the Menagerie, and hopefully not anything like the Vex Offensive.
You You caged animal!
The headbutt. Okay, now this is cool. We've seen it a couple of times where they did it right in the beginning with this kind of black and white scheme. I don't know. This just must be a Vex time thing, because it almost looks like when you become taken when you're inside of the Dreaming City. So this is pretty cool. I'm wondering where they're going to go with this. That was pretty cool. I love the aesthetics. Destiny is so good with the aesthetics of their gun and how it all looks. So this is pretty cool how these rotate down at the bottom. It almost looked like for a second this could be the burns of the gun. No. Okay, so that looks like a blue bird. It's got the Saint 14 logo right there. Oh, sorry. And the sun. And it looks like you've got these little dials on the side. I'm not sure.
Triple down! Why, your light is savage!
What in the world is this nonsense? So did he just one-tap that guy or two-tap him? He definitely one-tapped that second guy. He just got electrocuted.
Bring the sky down upon them.
December 10th. I'm excited, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited after that. I love Destiny. Destiny's my main game that I go through and I play. I really like Curse of Osiris. I love the planets. I love how they designed everything. I love the lore of Saint 14. So I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. I hope that it's going to be substantial. I hope that it has a lot more armor and weapons, obviously, than Season of the Undying did. I felt that's where it lacked the most, was there just wasn't a lot of loot. The activities were... I guess I shouldn't say that. Even the activities weren't as fun. For Season of the Undying, Shadowkeep had some really good stuff, but there just wasn't enough loot for me to want to keep playing it over and over again. Excuse me. So I'm really hoping that with this one, they give us a little bit more, they give us some more toys to play with and some different places to go and to explore that really just is a time suck over the next couple of months. So anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think. Are you excited for the new season of Dawn? Does this trailer make you more excited? Does it make you nervous? Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you like the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.